Guys, we did it. Week 3 is done. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our marathon training recap series. Guys, week 3 is done, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about what we did this week. But before we get into week 3, please hit that subscribe button. That would mean the world to me. And also hit that thumbs up button as well if you're enjoying this series. Just to give you guys some overall stats for week number 3, we ran a total of 27.3 miles and 5 hours and 41 minutes of time being active. That also includes some time doing some kettlebell workouts on Thursday, which we're gonna have to talk about that. We kicked off this training week with a 5-mile run Monday night in the snow, and we followed it up with another 5-mile run Tuesday morning, and it felt really good. I was a little nervous that I would be a little worn out for my Tuesday morning run because typically I run my Monday and Tuesday runs at night once the kids are in bed. So that's usually around 8:30, 8:45, sometimes 9 o'clock. And well, that's what happened Monday, but then I had a remote day on Tuesday from work. And so I woke up and I ran that 5 miles in the morning. And I actually ran that a little bit quicker than Monday nights. It just felt really good to get 2 5-mile runs done back to back and kind of have my week start with a total of 10 miles in the first 2 days. For Wednesday's run, we stuck with a 5K. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, I thought about pushing it. I thought about extending that 3.1 miles to another 5-mile run. But guys, I used a little bit of wisdom and I decided to save myself. I still had a cross training day, I still had a run on Friday, and I still had a long run on Saturday. And as much as I wanted just to pile up the miles and make it look good, I knew, well, the smart thing was to probably take it a little easy. It's been super cold. The runs haven't been the easiest because it's been in the snow, in temperatures below 20, with wind felt like against me every turn that I took. And so we took it easy, and we ran a 5K. And as much as I wanted to extend that run, it was probably the best thing to do because then Thursday was cross training and kettlebells, and oh my, I'm not in good shape. I found a kettlebell workout video on YouTube, and I'm gonna probably have to revisit it because I think what I found was a little more advanced for what I need at the moment. So I'm gonna have to go back and try to find a workout video for beginners. So if you have any recommendations, please leave the links down below in the comments. I'm open to anything. I really liked the video that I found. Like I said, it really pushed me. I could feel like if I do this again and again and again, I'm gonna get a lot stronger, but it might be just a little too much right off the bat. Because it made me pretty sore, and that's probably just an indication of how out of shape I am, but that's not good when I have 2 more runs to do. And on Friday, we ran 4 miles in the snow, and I'm learning that I really love running when it's snowing. It might not be the safest thing to do just because of the road conditions and cars traveling, but I find that if I lace up my trail shoes, I just have a lot of fun running in the snow on the roads. And like I said, we did 4 miles on Friday, and I felt good. I thought I would be wrecked from the workout the night before, but I felt fine. I got those 4 miles, and I didn't think anything of the kettlebell workout the night before because, like I said, everything was fine. But then came Saturday, and Saturday means long run, and when my alarm went off, I did not want to get out of bed, not because I wasn't motivated, but because 1, I knew it was 8 degrees outside, and 2, my legs were sore. And it wasn't like the soreness I get from when I've been running a lot. It's like the soreness I get when I lift heavy things. And man, my quads and my glutes were they were sore, and I did not want to run. But guys, I'm determined that we will see this through. So I eventually got out of bed, a little later than I wanted to, but we got out of bed, got suited up, and we went out the door, and it was cold. It was Probably the coldest run I've done in a long time. But the thing is, once I started moving and running, I kind of forgot how cold it was, and I was perfectly fine and comfortable in the layers that I had put on. It was more than enough to get me through the run. One of the problems with this long run though that I didn't even think about was how the cold would affect my nutrition. See, on my long runs, at around 5 miles, I like to pop a gel, and I've been using these Go Gels by BPN. They're super delicious, and I've been just testing to see how my stomach handles gels. I've never really taken any nutrition on runs before, so that's what we're doing on our long runs. I'm just kind of testing them out, seeing how they go in. I've got some other gels I want to try and kind of purchase and lined up for some later runs, but this run we had a Go Gel, and you can see it's nice and like pliable, liquidy, just, oh yeah, comes, rip it off, pop it back, you're good to go. Well, it wasn't so liquidy this time. It was a little harder to get out. It had turned a little more into a solid, but we were able to get it out. It just didn't go down nearly as easy as it does when it's in this state. The other issue I faced with my nutrition on this run was with my electrolytes. For the last few long runs, I've been using Element as my electrolyte mix, and I really, really like it so far, especially on my longer runs and when I'm super thirsty. It just seems to really do the trick, and from someone who normally suffers with headaches after a longer run, probably because I'm dehydrated, when I take this with me, never an issue. And so I was excited to have this with me until the bottle it was in froze and I couldn't get any more. I don't know about you, but how do you guys deal with your nutrition on these longer runs when the temperatures are freezing? Maybe next time I'll have my gels in a pocket close to me instead of in my handheld. But as far as liquids go, do you guys ever experience your liquids freezing at all on runs? Like I said, it was an issue that I didn't know I was going to have that we ended up having. But besides those issues, the long run was fine. We did another 10 miles again, but I didn't want to up the long run for this week because I knew I had upped the mileage throughout the week. And so even though we did the same long run as last week, we still ran a total of 2 more miles this week. Because I'm excited for the progress that we're making, and I'm excited to get into week 4, especially because the temperatures coming up are going to be above freezing. And I'm just excited to add more miles to my long run. I'm probably not going to add a ton. I'll probably add 2 miles and make it a total of 12 miles for my long run. And I'm curious to see how my body's going to handle and react to that. But guys, I think we're on a good path here, and I'm just so excited to keep going forward. As always, guys, thank you so much for your support and following along on this journey. It really means the world to me. If you are interested in more of the nitty-gritty of these runs, check the links below. Strava's down there. That's where you can find kind of all the details of the runs. And on Instagram, I'm posting content almost daily. So if you want a little bit more than just these weekly videos, hit up Instagram as well. And let me know in the comments below as well, what gels or electrolyte mixes are your favorite? I'm looking to try and experiment with others. I just have the Go Gels and the Element electrolytes at the moment, but I'm curious to try others as well. All right, guys, week 4 coming up. I can't wait. See you in the next one.